Mr. David, I hope you are ready.
Thank you so much, Madhu sir. That was a wonderful presentation. This evening, we are trying to understand what this LIP is. And in that, we have two important parts. The transaction happens in two phases, actually. One is in teaching, another one is in practice. Actually, we have been following this one in one way or other way, but practice has been given much importance in this LIP mode. Sir has so far discussed the picture interaction part. From there, I'll be taking to the reading part. There also, we are not going to discuss everything, but we will see one example each. One for teaching period, one for practice period. In English, let us be a little clear about this one. In the plan that we have, we will not have teaching period and practice period, but we will look into I do part as teaching part, teaching period, and we do and you do as practice periods. Please note this very important point. We will not have teaching and practice periods separately in the plan, in the lesson plan that we are going to write. We have already developed a lesson plan according to the guidelines of SCERT, AP SCERT, where we have three columns, that those are I do, we do, and you do. And now the question would come out like, where is the teaching period, where is the practice period? So let us not get confused. All I do part is the teacher's part. So that is modeling part, that is discussion part, that is demonstration part. So that is the teaching period. When it comes to we do, as we have already discussed, it is with the help of the teacher, the student tries to do certain things. It is in the group, the teacher, the students and the teacher, everyone work together. It's a collaborative work. So he gets enough practice there also. So we do part is the practice part that starts. And in the you do part, the last part, seriously, the student starts working on his own. So he practices the same thing that what he has learned in the class. So here all the students will be part of this, and everyone will get a chance to get clarification, to get support from the teacher. I like to share my PPT. Hope you would you'll be seeing my PPT here. So this is what we have discussed. Theme, that is the picture-based interaction, Madhu sir has beautifully explained. And production of an oral discourse also happened. Many students started speaking, and it is also the speaking happened only because there was some blackboard writing or green board writing. There was a lot of green board writing. Madhu sir has made his students to write on the board. So there was a lot of oral discourse. Teacher was speaking to the students and the students were responding. So this all happened. So picture is very, very important for every transaction here. Answer made. The third thing is the narration part. So oral narration also happens in the upcoming session, upcoming part, that is reading portion. In the reading part, we will have narration, that is oral narration we call. We will just check in how to write an oral narration now. So we are moving to the reading part. And if time permits, we will discuss in detail writing a discourse and writing and how to do editing. If the time doesn't permit, the recordings will be there. Please try to watch them. So when it comes to reading, we all know that already we have been used to this one. The process is very simple. Like we divide the lesson into 3 to 4 slots. 3 to 4 slots, it depends on the size of the lesson and the complexity of the lesson. The second important thing is each reading slot should be transacted with suitable and an appropriate picture. See, picture comes in here. We are actually talking about reading part. And why come this picture here? follow the steps of picture interaction here. Usually what we used to do is, we used to make children sit in their own places and ask them to read. When they are reading individually, they used to underline, they used to put star, they used to put a question mark and so on. So that is a usual practice. Yeah, we do that one. But before that, we need to do some picture interaction. Now you would put a question, picture. In reading part, picture. Why? For reading, why do we need picture? So this is a question in your mind. So each page will have at least one picture. So you can pick that picture, or you can even collect another suitable picture so that the students will get some information from that picture. What happens while transacting picture is, there will be keywords that will be derived, will be getting from the students. We will be trying to bring some sentences, simple sentences. We'll make the students to use those sentences to build a few more sentences even. And finally, we will try to make a conclusion or a simple summary of that one, what we call subtext. So from picture, if you could get these three things, like keywords, simple sentences, and a simple summary or a gist of it. Before we transact slot 1, take a picture which would best suit that slot 1. And then try to transact picture as we have done so far in the previous session by Madhu sir. In a similar lines, we will be transacting it. Why we take picture is, the simple reason is a picture is worth 1,000 words. Take that lesson and describe in whatever manner you want to. The student won't get so many times the thought or the image that you have, that I have in our minds. The students try to imagine things, but actually they will get very good conclusions when they look at pictures. Showing a picture is worth 1,000 words. Picture interaction should happen. While we interact picture, we'll get keywords of that picture. We'll get some phrases or statements, we'll generate them. And we can even generate a subtext of that or a simple summary of that. This will help the student to read the main lesson or main slot. And after that, there is some oral narrative. That means, for example, if there is no possibility of subtext there, if we can't construct a simple summary of that, we can give an oral narration, because that is a picture that is not there in the textbook or maybe in the textbook. We can give an oral narration. We can read aloud. We can speak aloud there and have some interaction, a few questions. I'll show you one example now. It is from the lesson plan that we have prepared as a model. I'll try to share my lesson plan. Picture reading before each segment. I'll try to share the lesson plan now. Look at this one, sir. Reading segment 1 has got picture interaction first. After that, there is reading segment that which goes with individual reading, collaborative reading, and then scaffolded reading. And finally, reading aloud by teacher. There will be some comprehension questions towards the end. After this, segment 2. Similar lines, segment 2 also happens. We have taken another picture. The picture is not available in the text. So we have collected a picture. We have made a collage here, and then we asked a few questions on that. After that, we generate subtext and then make them write that is read by the teacher. So if subtext is not available, or we are not able to make subtext, then we need to give oral narrative there. Wherever there is no possibility of subtext, we need to have oral narrative. That's a new thing that we should remember. So segment 2, again, same thing. It will have individual reading, collaborative, scaffolded, and so on. And segment 3, again, we have picture here that is also taken from the textbook. We had some interaction with these questions. We tried generating subtext. Yes, there was subtext possible here. I found a purse. Whose purse is this? This is my purse. So this is based on the text, on the picture. After this, there is reading aloud by the teacher, and the students also read in groups. They read in individually also, then they are copied down the subtext. So this is the process that we need to remember. After that, there will be reading segment 3 that will be read out by the student individually, and then collaborative reading happens, and then scaffolded, finally reading aloud by the teacher. So this is how reading segments should be transacted. So the new thing that has come up is, A picture before every segment that we transact should be properly selected and should be properly transacted in the class before the text.
Dear teachers, let us understand the concept of scaffolding in English language teaching. Scaffolding is nothing but supporting the students in reaching the next higher level from their current level. Let us take reading comprehension as an example. So, in the reading comprehension, if the child is not able to read the text on his own, then we need to provide some clues, like providing some visual clues or providing some meanings of the words in a context, or by providing some graphic organizers, so that the child can attempt the text to get the gist of the text. If the child is able to read the text, but if the child is not able to read the intricacies of the text, that means the child is not able to read the text in depth, then we need to provide some questions like cause-consequence questions, analytical questions and inferential questions, so that the child can go beyond the text, which we call it as extrapolation. So making the child extrapolate the text is called scaffolding for the students, those who can read the text on their own. Providing visual clues or contextual meaning of the words or graphic organizers, this is called the type of scaffold or scaffold for the students, those who struggle to understand the text. And there are other group of students, those even cannot read the text or they can't get anything out of the text. So for them, generating subtext is called scaffolding. So we need to generate the subtext through interaction in the classroom, so that children can even get the gist in their own words or in their own sentences. Hence, as teachers, we need to know what type of scaffold is to be provided to what type of learners. For this, we need to devise or we need to design more number of exercises, more number of tasks, other than the tasks or other than the exercises given in the textbook.
Now let us see reading segment. Okay, reading segment 1. Okay, now you open your textbook page number 67 at the vegetable shop, and you have to see the segment starting from Ramu's mother is busy at home to listen to them speaking. See, from there to there you have to start reading. Now you have to do individual reading. See here. From here to up to where you have to read? Listens to them speaking. See where it is? From where to where you have to study? Did you see? Okay. Okay. Up to speaking you have to read. Okay. Now see. When you are doing individual reading, you have to remember 3 things. First of all, whatever words you are able to read, you have to underline those words. Whatever words you are unable to read, then you have to keep question mark at the top of the word. Whatever words you like the most, you keep star mark at the top of the word. Whatever words you are able to read, you have to underline. Whatever words you are unable to read, you have to keep question mark. Whatever words you like the most, you have to keep star mark. While you are doing individual reading, you have to do this. Okay. Now all of you read from starting from Ramu's mother is busy at home to listens to them speaking. Then you underline or keep question mark or keep star mark according to your reading level. Okay, start reading level.
busy, no, nice, arms, family, peace, compare, ing.
Okay, children, did you complete individual reading? Okay. I think you got some underlined words and some question mark words and some star words. You can see some underlined words and some question mark words and star words in your writing. Okay? Okay. Good children. Now we have to do collaborative reading. Okay? In collaborative reading, you have to sit in groups. Okay? When you are sitting in groups, what you have to do is now you got some doubts here, some questions. You under some words you kept some kept question marks. Okay? Under some words you kept question marks. Means those words you don't know how to read. Okay? Now when you sit in the groups, now you have to ask with your friends. Okay? Ask them how to read that word, how to pronounce that word. After getting that, you erase this question mark and underline it. Okay? That you have to do in group 1. Okay? Now, let us take it to groups. Okay, children?
What is this word? Vegetables. Vegetables. What is this word? Listens. Listens. What is this word? Speaking. Speaking. What is this word? Alone. Alone. What is this word? Listens. Listens. What is this word? Buy. Buy. What is this word? Here. Here. What is this word? Listens. Listens. Listens.
You completed collaborative reading. Okay. Still, are there any questions where you are reading? Okay, children, very good. Now, I read aloud segment 1. That is from Ramu's mother to listens to the speaking. Follow this reading carefully and then how to learn how to pronounce your question mark. Okay? Now see. Ramu's mother is busy at home. She sends him to buy vegetables. Goes to a vegetable shop with a bag in his hand. Brenda, hey Ramu, you have come alone today? Ramu, hey uncle, my mother is very busy now. My aunt's family is coming. So, she has sent me here. Now, Venda, what do you like to buy today? Ramu, my mother asked me to buy more vegetables today. Venda, well, pick the vegetables you want to buy. Ramu looks at the vegetables and listens to them speaking. Okay, children? Now, I think you got how to read this paragraph. Okay? Okay, children. Here, why did Ramu go to the vegetable shop? Why?
Tables.
Who came came to Ramu's house? Children? Who came to Ramu's house?
His auntie's family.
Oh, his aunt's family came to Ramu's house. Very good. Ramu go to the vegetable shop with his parents. Did Ramu go to the shop with his parents?
No, he was around.
No, he went alone. He went alone. Very good, children. Now you understood the paragraph, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Now did you learn how to read that paragraph?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, children.